Good evening, Southeast Texas. Hope you're doing well after the strong storms that sailed through our area earlier this morning. We'll try to recap a little bit and also go into a little more detail than we normally do during our full weathercasts during the evening hours. So this is what happened this morning as we take a look at radar rewind. And as you can see, quite the squall line that moved through our area. And as you can see, a number of severe reports, a lot of wind with this particular line over towards, let's say, over in towards the lakes area. They saw a lot of wind and trees down with that severe thunderstorm warning, as you can see up towards Burkeville, where that brought down several trees. Over towards mid-county at the Southeast Texas Regional, reporting wind gusts of 54. So winds of 40, 50, 60 miles an hour, quite common with this line as it moved through early this morning. And it actually picked up speed from central Texas. We were thinking more like 2 or 3, and it decided to come on in at 1 and 2 in the morning. Otherwise, we saw rainfall amounts of 1 to 2 inches plus across our area, particularly up towards Woodville and in the lakes area. Now, this is radar estimates, and that's not bad. Over towards Woodville, our weather watcher Travis Smith picked up 2.65 inches, so radar did a pretty good job. It estimates 2.8 inches up that way, and we'll go up towards Burkeville, a good 2 to probably 2.5 inches up that way. And as you can see, lighter amounts towards the south and east, just south Beaumont, around 2 inches, and also into Orange County, roughly about 1 to 2 inches there. So that's the line that moved through. We had a number of severe weather reports, a lot of wind damage with trees down up towards the lakes area. As I was saying, in towards mid-county, this particular cell produced winds of 54 miles an hour in Port Arthur. Otherwise, in your weather headlines, you've probably seen this several times, but we do expect another round of showers and storms coming from West Texas right on into Southeast Texas as we work towards midday tomorrow. Don't think we're going to see the severe intensity that we saw this morning, but there is a marginal risk. That's on a scale of 1 to 5. It's a 1, so lower than what we saw last night. Unsettled weather pattern will continue through Thursday and Friday until our front comes in on Friday. We expect showers and storms scattered at times, numerous at times, but this front will bring in a drier air mass, and that may mean a fairly decent weekend shaping up ahead of a ridge of high pressure that builds in on Monday, and that'll start kicking up high temperatures to close to 90 degrees once again as we head towards Monday of next week. As your allergy report, weed pollen, grass pollen, and mold all at moderate levels across our area. So in our weather impact forecast for tomorrow, we are expecting midday showers and thunderstorms, a pretty good coverage, a good 70 to 80% coverage across the area. And again, midday looks like 1, maybe 2 inches of additional rainfall. Keep weather aware. Download the 12 News Plus app and keep ahead of the storms. Otherwise, pretty quiet out there right now as we're looking at partly cloudy to partly sunny skies on the Pro Roofing Concepts satellite and radar loop. But the big story is we have this front that'll stall across our area tonight and go back to the north as a warm front before it finally gets kicked through as we head towards Friday morning. So it's going to do stall, move back to the north, and then come back south again on Friday morning. So we're watching showers and storms. We were talking about this last night. Similar pattern. Showers and storms erupt along West Texas, and likely to see upper level disturbance start to steer everything on off towards the east along this front into our area as we work on into midday. At least that's a timing right now. This will be probably updated as we get more modeling in later on this evening. But again, the winds aloft are out of the west, and that would likely steer those storms right along the front into Southeast Texas. So here's what's going on right now. You can see those showers and storms out into West Texas, pretty quiet over our area. And the activity we saw this morning is long gone off towards the east. So we'll put things into motion and show you that looking at partly to mostly cloudy skies tonight, probably increasing cloud cover. Could get to about 69, 70 in the lakes area and into the lower and middle 70s in the triangle. And then tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. looks quiet on the commute. No problems anticipated at this point through 9 a.m. And then as we work on into midday, here come the shower and thunderstorm activity. Pretty good coverage, 60, 70, 80% coverage across the area. Very small chance of severe weather. Regardless, I don't think we'll see what we saw this morning. That'll knock temperatures down into the upper 60s to lower 70s like what we saw this morning. No mid 70s across the area. I knew that was going to happen. And again, that is probably going to happen tomorrow. We'll get up to about 84, 85. Storms come in. That'll knock temperatures down into the upper 60s and lower 70s. The rains move out and we'll start to warm things back up. Probably the mid, possibly upper 70s as far as the rebound late tomorrow afternoon. That's how it works around here. So we talk about this a lot, but this is really the steering pattern. The upper level pattern dictates what we see down on the ground across our area. So we'll put this into motion. And again, westerly winds aloft would take anything into West Texas and steer it right on into our area. And here's what we've got. If you look at the winds, they're out of the west, and then they go towards the northeast there. You can see this little bend right there. This is what we call a short wave. A short wave causes lift in the atmosphere, and that helps to produce showers and storms. All these blobs in red, those are upper level disturbances. So there's going to be lifting mechanism in the atmosphere. When you have a lifting mechanism in the atmosphere, clouds want to build up, and that keeps showers and storms going and helps produce them. So that's what we're looking at. And then as we work on into, say, Friday afternoon, this is the trough that is going to bring in a cold front across our area. It's not that strong. It's a front, though, that'll come in as we work on into Monday morning. And that will bring us a good weekend, the way it looks right now. Now, there is a little disturbance coming in on Sunday, another little short wave right there. There'll probably be a cloud maker, so we'll probably see lots of sun Saturday, but Sunday partly cloudy to partly sunny. Right now, it does not look like any rain. And then as we expand out and head on in to, say, Monday, we get ridging. And ridging is a mountain of high pressure, if you will. That ridge right there, you can see how the winds go up and over. That's a ridge of high pressure, and that would likely bring us mainly dry weather conditions. Not all the time like we saw, Saturday? But that's the way it looks like it right now. Then as we head on into, say, Tuesday, we'll start to get more of a southwesterly wind flow across our area. So on the Gulf, looking at slightly choppy seas around 2 feet and a southeast wind at 5 to 10 knots. There's your tides at Sabine Pass. Sunrise 6:14 a.m. that should be, and sunset at 8:10 p.m. Otherwise, so tonight we're expecting skies to become partly to mostly cloudy and lows near 70 in the lakes, so the lower 70s in the triangle. Then tomorrow, again, an 80% coverage, 70 to 80% coverage midday. So I think the morning will be good. The storms work into the area around midday, and that means temperatures will then drop into the upper 60s to lower 70s. The rains move out after about 3 p.m., and temperatures start warming back well into the 70s by tomorrow afternoon. So pretty quiet forecast after the next 3 days, but again, that short wave bringing in a pretty good chance of shower and thunderstorm activity on Wednesday. And right now, we're expecting, again, anywhere between 1 to maybe 2 inches in spots as this works on off towards the east across southeast Texas. Scattered, possibly numerous showers and thunderstorms coming up Thursday and Friday. An unsettled weather pattern as this front works into the area Friday. And then over the weekend, the drier air means, I think, mainly dry weather conditions. And lows could drop into the mid to upper 60s, highs mid and upper 80s across the area. More sun on Saturday, partly cloudy, maybe partly sunny on Sunday. Remember that other disturbance going through Louisiana may advect or transport a little more cloud cover our way. And then Monday and Tuesday with that ridge of high pressure, that would likely kick temperatures up a notch, maybe the upper 80s to lower 90s across our region. So to recap, we're watching showers and storms. And as you can see out in far west Texas, this is model data. It brings them right across central Texas and into our neck of the woods by the middle of tomorrow afternoon. And let me see if we have any messages from you. Let's see. I don't know who this is, but somebody was asking if Lumberton will be hit hard tomorrow afternoon. I don't think so. Don't think we'll see what we saw this morning yesterday. So that's the only text message I've got so far from you. Otherwise, as we go back to the futurecast, it shows those scattered and numerous showers and storms tomorrow midday across the area. In the short term, it looks like tonight will be quiet, no problems anticipated, light south winds going calm. And then here we go, showers and storms moving through, translating across the area, and temperatures will fall into the upper 60s to lower 70s, and then they rebound tomorrow afternoon. Again, rainfall amounts anywhere from 1, maybe 2 inches of rainfall across southeast Texas. And taking a look at your weather impact 7-day forecast, again, we're going with an 80% coverage coming up on Wednesday, 50% coverage Thursday, 40% on Friday. Now the front does come in on Friday morning, and as you can see, it turns our winds back to the north. And fronts this time of year, if they don't stall, usually just bring dry air. So your dew points will go down, moisture amounts will go down. So it's going to make it feel maybe a little bit better than, say, July or August. Mid to upper 60s I'll take any day this time of year, and into the mid to upper 80s. More sun on Saturday, and then we have a little weak disturbance going through on Sunday in through western Louisiana. We're close enough to where that may give us a little better amount of cloud cover, but as you can see, the winds we've only got for northerly winds on Friday, northeasterly winds on Saturday, and likely up in the lakes area, but we may turn variable or even south Saturday afternoon late as the weak sea breeze develops. And then Sunday, we're back to southerly winds, but with the disturbance coming in, that helps to kick those winds back to the south. Otherwise, Monday and Tuesday, as you saw, upper level ridge of high pressure builds over the area. Don't expect much rain. 10, maybe 20% coverage. Otherwise, high temperatures kick back up into the upper 80s across southeast Texas. That's the very latest, and again, that's the line of showers and storms that moved through southeast Texas. At one time, it was moving 50 miles an hour off to the east, and several looks at Doppler radar this morning, I was seeing 55, 60 mile per hour winds, especially up into Tyler, Hardin, and Jasper, Newton counties, as this line right along their initial edge of that line as it moved through. So I'm not surprised by what we saw as far as the amount of tree damage and down trees up towards the north and the power outages at all. So again, midday tomorrow, another round of showers and storms. The unsettled weather pattern will continue through Friday. A weak front will come in on Friday morning early, and then it looks drier weather as we head towards this weekend across southeast Texas. So your weather impact, maybe numerous showers and storms coming in Wednesday, and there's a small risk. If you look at the scale of 1 to 5, 5 being a high and 1 being marginal or very low, that's what we're looking at tomorrow. Very marginal, small chance. But it would not be tornadoes, and if we see anything, and it's probably unlikely, it would likely be wind and hail. And those numerous showers and storms will come in midday.